You know, living in the future as we do, a lot of the old trappings of fandom aren't as common. Some other things have become more prominent, but I'm going back. Way back. Back to the days when fandom had simple questions to answer. Questions like, what is an OVA, and what's the difference between that and a TV series? Yo, brother, you're at home with a geek. I'm Mark, aka the little black dude. Do you know what an OVA is? Do you have a favorite? Leave a comment in the down low. Back when I first became a fan of anime, I read the terms OVA and OAV in magazines often. I didn't have a single clue what they meant, nor did I know why I read it so much. As much as the anime community knows now, these two terms mean the same thing: original video animation and original animation for video. OVA is more commonly used now, but both were seen depending on what you were reading or watching. And of course, there's now another variation on this concept, ONA, or original net animation. Same deal, but instead of releasing onto VHS, because I'm old, or DVD, ONAs are released directly onto the internet. They're often put out on DVD or picked up by streaming services as well, but their first foray into the minds of weebs is directly onto the internet. They're similar to what we would call direct-to-video movies, but there's a slight difference. These are actually good! Seriously though, when I think of direct-to-video movies, I flash back to when DVDs first started becoming a thing and were found everywhere. I'd be in the grocery store and come across a knockoff of a Disney movie or some collection of the cartoons from the 40s, or even a movie with a similar title and theme of a popular movie at the time, most of which were crap. Then I think of the waterfall of Disney sequels that never should have been made. Yeah, because Disney needed so much more money. But at least they were somewhat well made, if ill-conceived. But OVAs are a different species. Many of these are made as gaiden, side stories for the Japanese challenged, and showcase popular characters in a slightly different scenario than normal. They're almost always made by the same production company as the main series or movie. Another way to define OVAs is singular movies that aren't feature-length or haven't been shown in any theater. Some have been shown on TV, but largely are video only. Finally, they're good! What I believe is important to understand though, is an OVA series is different from a TV series. They may look the same to some, but differ under further scrutiny. A TV series, when referring to anime, is often just that, a series that aired either on Japanese or international television stations. Often they're collected into box sets or special editions for people who are fans of the show to purchase and binge. These days they're often found on streaming services in their original format. When a TV series has an OVA, oftentimes there are characters that are introduced and only used in the OVA, usually as part of the story. There's also times where some characters that would normally be in the story are omitted for story reasons. These differences may be minor to some, but it allows the series to be taken in a different direction. It can explore the background of a character or a group of characters, or put the main cast in a new scenario that they might not encounter in the main thrust of the story. Did I mention they're good? So where's the confusion? What makes it so hard to tell the difference between a season of a TV series and an OVA with multiple episodes? Most often, an OVA is direct to video. In the past, VHS, and now to DVD and Blu-ray. Most OVAs are strictly separate video-only story arcs. TV series may be collected on video at a later time, but they're always aired on TV first. And while TV shows may have certain arcs, as well as different series attached to them, they tell an overarching story that is often cohesive and demonstrates a goal of some sort. OVAs have a tighter focus on their story, sometimes going from inception to resolution in a single long episode. The goal isn't to advance the mainline story, but to tell a specific story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. Some TV series don't get to do that. Poor pilot candidate. Now you know what the difference between an OVA and a TV series is. This new knowledge may open up your curiosity about side stories from your favorite series. It may also give you reason to try new titles you might not have watched previously. Let me know what you find in the download. If you got value out of this video, I did others like this. Click on the links in the end card for more. Until then, this is the little black dude. Put your fist up with me, stay geek and proud.